to Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and we are about to say goodbye to a very important friend.
The beat.
Yes, as you can see, the speed kicks butt. It's like it stays with us. So if you did need a free bottle to get a fairy, we can keep this thing, and this guy just kills everything in sight. Like boom. When this guy dead, he's dead.
It's cool. I just went through that little corner there. Alright, I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted.
So Matt told me some great news that they're finally remaking FF7 for a bigger console.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been talking
I don't know if it's
they've been talking about that for years, like since like 10, 15 years now. Since remaking Final Fantasy 7.
yeah, I don't know if it's like a remake as in it's just an upgrade, or if it's in a I think there's a difference between a remake and a remaster. Like remastered, I don't know if there's, I think it's just like this, what I'm trying to say is I think it's like, they may change the storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know this for a fact, but you know, they're not just gonna, maybe they will just put it in new graphics and release it, I don't know, but I think they're gonna change it a little bit.
I think they changed it a little bit. When they moved the Ocarina of Time from 64 to the 3DS. I think they did something. They changed the stuff a little bit.
I don't know.
As long as they don't change the basic story of that'd be good, because you know everyone loves the story of FF7.
Right. It's pretty much the best Final Fantasy game.
If you didn't know, guys didn't know, I made a few years ago I made a 21-part Let's Play of it. We shall put the link down in the description below of the playlist of FF7.
Yeah. How long did it take you to beat it?
I didn't beat it. My PS2 kind of got corrupted or whatever, and like stopped reading the disc.
Oh, isn't it like a is it like 4-disc thing? How many discs?
Three discs. It was from PS1. It's a PS1 game, so those old CD games, not DVDs or anything like that.
Well, you know, I remember playing. First place I ever played it was at my friend's house on his computer, and he had like this cardboard type of deal with like, there might even been 5 CDs. I don't know. It might have been more for the computer, but
no, it was three. It was 3 for that too, because I played it. Our friend Ryan had the CDs at the computer at the time, so we brought over to my house and played it at my house.
what's the game though? Yeah, it was a fun game. We would sit on his. He had like a chair, a computer chair. It was pretty big. 2 people could fit in it. We would both like jam into the computer chair and play that game for like hours. That and the other game we played was StarCraft and Harvest Moon. Played a lot of Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon 64 was fun, and Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo.
Off topic of that, and back to this game real fast. I believe that this palace right here, the Skullwood Palace, is the first palace that's a mirror image of an Ocarina of Time palace. Where the opposite, where I'm thinking, I talked about this in one of my old Zelda timeline reviews that I made back before the timeline became quote official by Nintendo. I was talking about all the stages and stuff. And I think I mentioned in that video, links down below, where the Skull Palace was the mirror image from the light world of Ocarina of Time of the Forest Temple.
Uh-huh.
And that would mean the maiden in this palace would be the descendant of Saria from Ocarina of Time. At least that's my theory.
I mean, it makes sense, but if you think about the order the games were made, they'd have to have known that. They would have had to...
They knew. They knew.
They had to have known that when they were making this game, that they were going to make Ocarina of Time, and they were going to put that in there.
Well, they didn't know. They didn't know that. They didn't know that when they made Adventure of Link, that they would name the stages after the cities in Adventure of Link either. So.
Yeah, which one was Adventure of Link, the Game Boy game?
Adventure of Link was the second Nintendo game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got confused for a second. Yeah.
You're thinking of Link's Awakening. But yeah, in Adventure of Link, there's all these cities. First time we had multiple cities, and then Ocarina of Time, major characters were named after those cities. I guess in the timeline, in the reverse, the cities were named after the major characters and sages. It's all backwards and forward. Timelines are all...
The reason why the timeline was probably created was there was some people out there who were just confused. It was meant to help people. It wasn't meant to create confusion. But all the people who are like serious Zelda fans and who go above and beyond the ordinary person, you know, they're confused because they have all these intricate knowledges of the game.
Yeah.
Whereas the average dude is just like, oh, there's a timeline. I see now.
For the longest time, their timeline was divided between people. Some people believed in the split timeline, other people believed in the linear timeline. There's lots of, you can check out all these YouTube videos about it. There's this one good one by his name is Lacoon or something. I can't pronounce his name. Lacoon. He made a good timeline video. And then he was a splittist, and then this other one, I forget his name, but he was a straight timeline person. That he made they made like debates back and forth. They made debates about this thing. If you're interested in that kind of...
They should ask the presidents in the next presidential debate what they believe of the Nintendo's Zelda timeline.
Oh yeah, those are like okay. Like there are a lot of people voting today. So, what's your opinion of the Zelda timeline?
Yeah, that'll be funny. Also, isn't there like a book or something with the timeline?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's. I don't know if it came in America yet. It might have. It was called. Well, they made it quote official. It's called Historia
Hyrule Historia, yeah, or something with H's, I know that.
Sorry, I don't know if it's out in America yet. I know it was out a year ago or two in Japan, but like I said, don't know if it officially came out in America.
We run around that first half of the dungeon until we realized you had to go over to that skull over there. That's basically what we were doing. There's not a lot to get in the first half there. You have to come over here and go in this mouth like this to be able to get the big key and progress any further.
Yeah, this is a weird dungeon. It has multiple entrances, you know.
The other one, what's that? The first one? No, the second one. The one in the desert palace. It has a...
Yeah, two, but you couldn't...
entrance.
You couldn't even go to the second entrance until you got the time for the first entrance. But here, you could really start anywhere in this temple. You could have started anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Except for the stuff that's blocked off by the... Except for the one part where it's blocked off by the item to get in this dungeon. Couldn't get to that part yet.
And by the way, those hands are really annoying too. Like, I got caught by one earlier if you saw it. And
yeah.
They're not easy to dodge sometimes. It takes a while to get the timing down, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're called wall masters. This is weird. In the first game, they actually came out of the wall. But every game since then, they dropped from the ceiling. So why aren't they called ceiling masters? Like they're coming from the wall, they're coming from above.
I don't remember them in the first game. If I remembered them, I could probably help. I don't.
they were in the first dungeon right before the first boss.
Just don't have a I can look them up later, but I don't have a distinct memory.
But still, you think they should be coming from the walls, not the ceilings. They're not wall masters, they're ceiling masters. Come on, Zelda. Rename your characters. Rename your sprites.
This game, this pushing these statues around kind of reminds me of that new game they came out with. I don't know if you've played it yet, but I think it's for the Wii, might be for the DS actually. I'm not sure if it's the Wii U or the DS,
And we got cops.
but it's like Toad's Treasure Trove or something. I don't know how to say it. Toad's Treasure Trove? Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Didn't see that one? It's like a 3D puzzle game. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. That it uses the Toad characters in the Toad world, I guess. There's a Toad universe. Toad's Treasure something. I saw it at Walmart, and I also saw the preview for it a long time ago, but I think it's out. It'd be pretty fun. I wish I had a DS sometimes, man. Maybe that's what I'll ask for my birthday. What's they cost these days?
I think a DS might be cheaper now, now that they've made, like, so they have the 3DS now and the Wii U. Is the Wii U, for console, or is the Wii U portable?
I think it has to be connected to the console. I don't know though. You can maybe play it portable. I'm not sure if you do have to play it portable. I'm sure if you can play it portable, that big screen and all those controls and buttons and stuff, I bet you it just eats batteries. But I don't think it's portable. I think it has to.
So the 3DS is the portable one. I think they came out. They came out of the one beside 3DS. There's a 3DS.
There was another upgrade. I can't remember though. I'm pretty sure it was like a Wii U upgrade. Man, see this fucking hand got us like 6 times? Fuck you, hand! Fuck you, you wall hand! Maybe there was like it wasn't a new console. It was like an upgrade to the Wii U. I think. I can't remember what it was.
I think about the 3DS, not the Wii now. I'm thinking about the portable system. It was I think we can't, it was the Vantix, then the Nintendo 3D or 3DS was next, or 3S, with the screen at the bottom and top.
I know it's like the best-selling handheld. It beats out the PS Vita like crazy.
The PSP beats out the PS Vita.
Yeah. Well, you see the Nintendo and PlayStation just have this huge history, and that's why I think PlayStation is like so adamant about, hey, there's that first, I think that's the first anti-arrow. I think they're called...
We turn into a bunny rabbit.
What are they called? Anti-arrows or something? Anti-fairies maybe? I don't know. They're not anti-fairies, they're anti-something. Either way, that was the first one. Turns you into a bunny, like you said.
I guess temporary steals your moon pearl or something, and it or blocks the effects of the moon pearl. Like, oh, okay, you're a bunny rabbit again.
Right. Just saying. Oh yeah. So PlayStation and Nintendo just have a huge history. I mean, I could go into it, but really,
like I think it started with if you know of the infamous Nintendo CDI games, it was supposed to be like a thing between Nintendo and Sony, but then Sony broke up on their own and made the PlayStation. Like screw you, Nintendo, we're gonna make our own system.
Yeah. I'll go into it. Maybe we can talk about it in the next episode. It's just a long story if we want to talk about it. But you know, you touched base there on some of it, but it's basically that. There's a lot more to it, but you know, this episode's almost over, so I don't really want to start a huge story about something.
Oh, and by the way, we just got the fire rod.
That's right.
In case people actually pay attention to the game. Don't care about the game. Don't care about our intelligent conversations. If you do, then go watch a real solo Let's Play on this game. Stay.
I like this here. It's a very cool cinematic to end on. Where we go up here, or go to the left. Use the fire rod on this thing over here and it like melts away. Like this. Oh wait, we paused it? Alright, see ya.